What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? We are back again for another episode review of Queen Sugar Season 7, Episode 2. So now I see y'all really about to take us on a freaking roller coaster ride because, oh, girl, little dust just came up in my nose. I'm sorry. Y'all about to take us on to a little roller coaster ride, okay, of emotions, which at this point is season 7. We should be used to, but I don't know. Every time we come back, we just y'all just give it to me, and I just be taken aback. But I really did not like how y'all ended this episode. The episode ended, and I was ready to fight. Miss Parthena did not deserve that. But girl, they are doing us so wrong. But anyway, let's just get into it. We pick up where we left off. Vi is pissed, okay? Somebody was trying to say, a couple of people said that it could be a possibility that Vi, what if Vi is really Parker's mama, okay? And I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Parker's mama, Betty, and Vi, they're really good friends, and we saw the picture of them. And so I don't think that that's her mama. I think her mother really is Betty. I don't think Vi has anything to do with her paternity and maternity, all that. But I just wish I had a little bit more backstory, because again, we need to understand how close, or how did Sam Landry come to be with Vi's best friend and then them to have a baby. You know what I'm saying? Because Sam Landry and his family gives off racist teas, but then again, that don't stop a racist from, having sex with somebody that they claim that they don't like. But we see how that go. But Val trying to go through all the stuff. She was like, listen, I don't know who Parker thinks she is, but I'm damn sure know that her mama would not want her doing no stuff like this. Parker is basically coming through for her daddy, trying to overturn this whole historical landmine site that they trying to make the Thibodeau massacre as, the land that they want to use to basically put in like a shopping mall or something. You know what I'm saying? And what is this called? Girl, they in Louisiana. Which parish are they in? I can't remember. Y'all got to put it in there. It's at the tip of my tongue, and it just won't come out. And I hate when I get stuck like that. But y'all get what I'm saying. And so at this point, of course, it's Vi that's trying to find stuff. Vi is just being Vi, and Hollywood is trying to calm her down, because Vi's like, you know what? I know this woman, and I know this is not what she wants. She would not want her daughter doing this. And it's just like, why is your daughter being so defiant like this? And honestly, what it feels as though, it feels like, I don't know if... And see, this is why we need some history with Parker. Oh my God. Oh my God. Like, bitch, when y'all had that whole pandemic season, I'm talking to the people of Queen Sugar right about now, because I know some of y'all watch my stuff. So I need to talk to y'all for a second. When y'all had that whole pandemic season or whatever, and Parker was not on there, I understand. Miss Mira, girl, I understand. But see, bitch, we still needed you on here so we can get a little bit of backstory as to why is it that it seems like you're favoring your daddy more so than your mama, okay? Like, you favoring your white side than your black side at this point. And I just don't understand it. You seem like the type of person that don't think that you black, or you don't think that you white. You just think that you mix. You Meghan Markle up in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but I'm just saying I got to point it out, And so I'm just sitting here like, girl, what is going on? Why are you going against your people? All skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's what Parker is literally showing us. Because the way that she played them, we'll get there. I'm jumping ahead. But anyway, you got all of that going on. And then you got Micah. He's going in his little photo class with the professor that Kiki is TAing for. And we kind of find out Kiki is like the boss. Okay, Kiki is the boss. He up there giving his little speech, and it was very informative, and I like stuff like that. I never thought I would be into photography or into art like that. But when I went to college and I took an art class, and it was more so an African-American art class, African art class, and I was looking at all of the stuff from all over. it was so beautiful, it was so intriguing, and everything, it just made you go deeper than what you are, just beyond the surface, okay? And it just opens up that for you. And I was just like, all right, cool. So I could see how people be fascinated by it. I just don't understand how it can be. How is it that somebody can spray paint something on the wall and it costs like $10,000? But then when I do it, it's worth nothing. Well, you're not paying for the art, you're paying for the name. But anyway, so you got that going on, and they're talking about NFTs. Baby, when I tell you I was so lost, I don't care. I don't care how many times you try to explain it to me. For some reason, and I'm very technology savvy, it really don't take long or take much for me to grasp the new technology. But for whatever reason, baby, I cannot get the NFTs. I cannot get it. I just don't. Non-fungible tokens. The fuck is that? It seems so pointless to me, okay? And just because I don't understand it. You can break it down and you can give me bullet points and you can literally just... I'm going to have somebody walk me through it so I can actually... At this point, I feel like when you talk about NFTs, I'm a visual learner. Because, baby, the words is just not computing. I just be like, girl, what? That don't make sense. So they're talking about the NFTs in the class and this art situation. I think it's like an art festival or something that's going to come up, program or whatever. Micah wants to get into it. So he has to talk to this guy at this ivory company, art company or whatever. Of course, Kiki knows him, and Kiki can put in a word and let him go over there and talk to him. And, when he go over there to talk to Mr. Zane, that's his name. And I looked at him, I said, look at you. That's the actor that plays Michael, or Mike, Big Mike on Bruh. They be coming on Tyler Perry show, Bruh. And he was also in that Netflix movie, TV series, First Kill. That got canceled, unfortunately. But yeah, he was in that too. And, it's just so funny how some of the actors, I told y'all this, some of the actors be coming off of Tyler Perry shows, and I be looking at them in new stuff, and I be like, oh, so you really can act. I be surprised. I be surprised. I'm sorry, that was nasty. I don't know where that came from, but I was surprised, girl. I was surprised. But, the way that he was talking to him, I was like, all right, cool. So they getting up today. Of course, he a fan of his dad's, and he know his mama, everybody. He's the West, okay? Basketball, all of that stuff. And Micah trying to get into photography. Micah want to know how the NFTs work and how do you upload it, where do you upload it, and all that stuff. Baby, Zane messed around and came over to the house with a bottle of wine. I said, what? You coming over and... you just really don't see men coming over other men's house like that with bottles of wine unless they trying to, get it in or they dating or whatever. And we've already established that Micah, it's like they keep playing with Micah's sexuality for the last couple of seasons, and we know the actor that plays Micah in real life is a gay man. But at this point, it's like, are y'all gonna push him to be a gay man, a bisexual man or whatever? Because Zane was all up in him. I mean, he wasn't all up in him like that, but he's all into him. He was flirting. He asking, is this dude in your picture, your boyfriends and all that stuff? And he was like, no. He didn't even correct him and say, I'm not even gay. And I was just like, oh, okay, what is going on here? I be here for it, and he was telling him about how some of the pictures or some of the art or whatever that you do, it might not sell automatically, because this is new. You got to wait time, and we'll find a category for you because Micah do got some good work. But then later on, Micah comes into the building where the ivory place is at, the workplace, and they're all clapping because his first piece sold for $10,000. At this point, I'm still confused about what the hell it is, okay? What is the digital shit? Like, can anybody... I don't get it. I'm so sorry. And I feel so stupid every time y'all say something about NFTs because I'd be like, I want to get it so bad, but I just don't, girl. But then, so that happened. And dude, he was like, this is what happened. And he all up on his face like this. And I said... Mr. Zane, you a little huggy and you a little touchy. I need you to beg back a little bit until Micah give you that Okay, until he give you that notion that everything is all to the good for you to be doing that, back that shit back just a little bit, sir. And so, you got that going on. And what else is happening? Oh, I'm sorry, let me put that over there so that won't fall. But you got that going on with Mr. Micah and everything. And I want to know if they're going to put like a triangle. Like, are they really going to try to make him bisexual or something? Because I was already getting the tease. I mean, y'all threw Kiki up in here. Maybe because it's the last season, y'all want to put Kiki up in here, whatever. And we get acquainted back again to get to see old characters that we had before that we like. So you make her come back for the last season. But are y'all going to make it like a little triangle? Like, it's going to be a little loud triangle. Like, he got to choose between the two, or he going to have both. He going to be on his Nova tick. Because, bitch, listen. Nova, Ralph, Darla, do you understand? I love the progress. And I don't feel like we talk about it enough. Darla's character. When we first met Darla, Darla was a cracky-ass, prostitute-ass whore. Okay? Darla was trash. We couldn't trust that bitch for nothing. I mean, she looked like trash. She was just sweaty all the time. She just looked all down and out. Mama really got her life together, and Mama really showed you that you just can't go from being messed up a little bit to being good all the way. She tried to be good. She slipped up, and every time she slipped, she got right back on it. And now it's stuck. And Mama has made progress, like remarkable progress. She is like now the new Charlie, I feel like. Since Charlie is not on the show, and I've been hearing some things about the reason why, I didn't even know she was going to be on the show like that. Wow, that's interesting. But it's like she took that role. You know how everybody comes to Charlie for stuff, and especially when it's coming to this farmer thing or whatever, she took the reins of it. Okay, and I just love the fact that she's in this position. She's actually doing something, and something that is worth it, something that's making a difference. She's helping the people out. So they're out there in the fields, Ralph, Nova, Mo, Darla and them, and they talking about, and Prosper, I believe, talking about the fields and all this stuff or whatever. Mo brings up this different type of agricultural process that you could do with the land, to I guess plant things and everything. I couldn't catch, or I caught it, but I just don't remember what it was called. But I do know Mama gave her some seeds for the that came from her people, her mama's people. Plant these, see what they do, all that stuff or whatever. The same time, Nova and Mo still doing this little flirting shit. Dominic ain't nowhere to be found. I said, Nova, you do know that you got a boyfriend, right? Nova said, I know that, but hear me out. Mo fine as hell, and if she want it, I'm going to give it to her. That is what Nova Eyes and Mo is saying to each other. Ralph is me because Ralph is just looking at it like this. This bitch is about to Nova her. She's doing her thing. I can't even stop it. I just know they finna fuck. They about to have sex. They gonna have sex eventually. Okay? Because at one point, they asking if you want to go out. She was like, you want to go out for drinks? I said, no, you don't go out with drinks with a beautiful woman like that. No, you don't. Okay? We go in the public, and then we go have a little bit of water, and we go home. That's it. Okay? We stand on the corner and we go home because we don't trust ourselves. Especially you, Nova. Meanwhile, they do go out for drinks and stuff. And I like their conversation because Nova, she kind of gets with people who are literally on her level to a certain extent. You got, she's so about her ancestors. Then you have Mo that's so about her ancestors. And we find out Mo is Black and Cherokee. She goes through the whole life of, I'm not Cherokee enough for some people. I'm not Black enough for some people. And, Nova understands that because how deeply she is with her roots. And, she's not the typical Black person, I guess, for living in that parish and everything. And, they're just doing their thing. And next thing you know, they start talking about whether or not you're single and all this. And I was like, no, she not single. Because Dominic keep on calling her and texting her stuff. And Miss Mo, she know that she not single because Nova didn't lie. She said he ain't here, but I am, He ain't here right now, but yeah, I do got a boo thing. And she was like, what about you? She said, girl, I'm still single. I'm on the hunt. I said, Miss Mo, She just told you she got a man. Why you giving her the eye like that? Let me tell you something. Women to women, we do not care. It's just like men. It's just like men. I'm just gonna tell y'all that right here, right now. So when y'all be saying, oh, I'm gonna go to women because men ain't shit. Women ain't shit either. Okay? We ain't shit either. I'm just gonna tell you that right about now. I have a girlfriend. What that gotta do with me? What does that have? I got a boy. Damn sure what that got to do with me, okay? What he don't know won't hurt him, okay? That is us. I'm just saying. So, we already know they going to hook up. I like to see it. And I want to see what this scenario is when Calvin come back. Calvin can't come back and fuck the things up, okay? Because he going to have to go. And Nova better not let him in, okay? Vampire his ass out. That's what he do, Oh, I need to go watch True Blood again. Y'all ain't never see True Blood. You need to go see True Blood. Cause Miss Nova was good up in there. Tara, okay? But anyway, and she was gay up in there too for a minute. I love it. Anyway, you get Prosper. Prosper is so cute. Ugh. I hope to live to his age and longer and then to find love or be in love by that time because, girl, this black love, this older black love that we're seeing, he having this conversation with, what's his name, Hollywood, he done already took Sandy out, but he want to do more for her. He feels like he's a little bit rusty because, he hasn't been in a game in a long time since his wife passed away, right? And his whole thing is, when I used to be out there doing my thing, I'm all about being myself, being real. And Hollywood said that's all you gotta do these days. People still like real. And what you wanna do for her? He was like, she likes Jamaica. He said, then take her to Jamaica. He said, listen, I ain't finna be doing that. I'm too old for that. I ain't got the time right now. And he was like, you could take her to Jamaica at the real spot. We'll fix it up and make it seem as if it's Jamaica and everything. And they did that for him. They did that for him and Miss Sandy. And he got a little kissy kiss out of it. I was sitting there like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Look at this. Elderly love, and I love it. Mature love, I should say. I don't want to say elderly because that sounds like a negative connotation. But that was beautiful. But we have this situation that is going on because Miss Parthena, remember last week when she was talking to Darla and she was telling Darla that, her mortgage is behind a little bit because she's still waiting on the funds from this co-op and then she's waiting on the funding from the USDA. And so she put in the extension and she's waiting for it. She's always put in an extension and she's always been able to, hit that extension and get her stuff in and be good. Baby, come the fuck to find out, they go down to the USDA office and the man is saying Mr. Roy Miller, and I'm so mad that he got my name. I feel like his family probably own my family. I don't know, because that's the tease that he gave me, bitch. I am with my slaveholder's name, okay? Because the way he tried to play that lady, and I was just so mad the way that they was doing her, basically trying to make it seem as if she never sent in an extension, and trying to make it seem like, oh my God, I did not know. But then she hit him with, you did know because I put it in your hand. And then he gonna say, did you get a receipt? Now, damn well you didn't give me no receipt and you never give out a receipt for the past 35 years we've been doing this. And so we see this other black guy that was sitting there listening to the old thing, Mr. Randolph. And basically, they're fucking him over, okay? Trying to get her land. The land is part of the co-op. The land is part of the historical thing, that site that they want to keep so that they won't be able to build on, And so now we're going to do any and everything in our power to get that land. Even lie and say that you did not send it an extension. And then because I know you for almost 40 years, I'm going to give you 48 hours to come up with $25,000. And so I'm sitting here like, how the hell, if she needed an extension to get that $25,000 in the first place, how the hell do you think she going to be able to come up with $25,000 in 48 hours? See, that is some bullshit right there. And Darla saw Mr. Randolph walking out and tried to talk to him. And, he basically said, Roy Miller is the only one that handled the black farmers. It is so crazy that they put a white man in charge of the black farmers. And so that, this is their way of fucking us over. That is exactly what he do. He play dirty, and he is not to be trusted. So you need to go ahead and get that money in quicker than 48 hours. Give me a call because I cannot talk, okay? They gonna be watching me. Before that even could fucking happen, do you know that they done came through with the goddamn sheriff in the middle of the freaking night? Ralph up in there, looking at some footage that they was looking at the beginning of the episode from the family, when Ralph was a baby and the daddy was really young and they had the mama there, some old family footage and everything. And then, Darla in there talking. First of all, let me tell you something. I wanted them to turn True on her side or something. Turn her on her side or put her on her stomach. Because baby True was snoring like a grown-ass person. I said, is the baby okay? Is the baby... I said, turn that baby over, okay? Turn her over, get her some water. I know her throat dry, okay? But then he get a phone call from Prosper. Now, mind you, Prosper just got through with his date. He get a phone call from Prosper. Girl, they go down there. They got Miss Parthena taking all her stuff out her house and basically saying that the bank wants the farm is being taken, okay? And she got till the end of the day to get the rest of her stuff at that house, and anything else that's in that house by the end of the night, they gonna auction it off. I said, that is so messed up. That is so messed up how they doing it, And since we talking about that, all of this is retaliation. This is retaliation for everything that the Bordelon family, I feel, has done in this parish. Because they are the ones who are speaking up. They are the ones who are giving the people a voice. They are the ones who are telling the black farmers that no, bitch, we don't have to take this stuff. You heard what Roy Miller said, gonna try to say that the funds are being tied up because there's a the USDA, it's a lawsuit or whatever that the white farmers are, putting out against the black farmers and their co-op because they feel like it's reverse discrimination. I said, girl, what? Talking about something it's not fair that a single race could be able to have certain things and another one couldn't. And I'm sitting here like, but white folks been doing that all the time. Y'all started it. So what are you talking about? Now you can't take the heat. I always wanted something that the next person got. I said, this don't make no sense, girl. Mind you, we go back into the episode and we see Billy up in the grocery store and Vince keep calling her. I said, Billy, you ain't answered that phone yet. Now see, if I was Vince, I would have been left your ass alone. I don't care if we married, about to get a divorce, separated or whatever. After I done called you how many times, girl, I'm not finna call you no more. And it seemed like Vince been calling ever since she been down there in St. Joseph. There you go. Down there in St. Joseph's, okay? You mean to tell me you ain't answer that man's call and then gonna have a conversation with somebody? I said, who is this lady in this wig? I know that is not Parker. Now, first of all, let me tell you something. Amari, you know I love you, right? We follow each other on Instagram or whatever. You be commenting on my stuff, okay? But, Castillo, I love her ever since. Underground or whatever. But, girl, who did you have a say in that wig? They got your ass on here looking a little bit older than you are, and I don't like that. But it's the last season, ain't nothing I can do about it. But I'm gonna tell you something. The only reason why I'm going in on you because I don't like your character right about now. Your character is being a bitch, okay? Now you really stood there and you had that conversation with Billy, trying to butter her up as if you did not know who Billy was. Like you did not know Billy was working on this goddamn case with the black farmers in the historical site of the land, the Thibodeau massacre, and all of this stuff. You stood there trying to relate to her about a man and all this stuff. Oh, my man is here, my man is there. What you need to do, you need to just go ahead and answer the phone and get it over with. Just like I know, I still love him and all this stuff. And I said, Billy, why are you telling her all your business? Billy finally woke up and she was like, yeah, why the hell am I telling you all my business? And she was like, my name is Billy. And then here go Parker. My name is Imani. I said, Imani? Imani Parker? Imani Parker Landry, or is it Parker Landry? Which one is it, girl? You a liar. I said, man, what are you doing? Next thing you know, they gotta have this, first of all, Vi, that, the little boy that had broken into her, I think he broke into her restaurant last year or whatever, or last season. She let him come in because for whatever reason, and then he been working off that debt or whatever. And he done changed some recipes to her pies, and she let him because it actually tastes good. But she's gonna let him, help out doing some Jamaican food for prosper date and all that stuff. And she wound up asking him how his mama was, and he kind of stuttered like, and made up a line, said that she's okay, she just been working. And she was like, Vi caught it. She just was like, are you lying to me? Everything, you would tell me if everything was okay. He was like, yeah, everything's okay. I said, I want to know what that's about. But they got to go down to this meeting so that they can determine whether or not they're going to go ahead and call the Thibodeau Massacre site or historical site, and nobody can touch it. Nobody can, build over it, anything, or they're going to just let it be free land and let the land tree come through and do what they got to do. Okay, we all there. Billy there. Parker there. Nova and the Bordelon family and all the black farmers in the co-op is there. And then we got the Landrys and they white folks. Okay, and Parker. I said, girl, you are on the wrong side of history, and I just hope you realize that. And of course, Vi had to confront her like, your mama would be so disappointed in you. You don't know my mama and all this stuff. You don't know who my mama is and blah, blah, blah. Parker started mouthing off at her. And Vi said, listen, girl, I don't give a damn who you think you are, and I don't give a damn how old you think you are. But what you're not going to do, you're not going to mouth off to me. You're not going to disrespect me like that. I said, oh, that made me want to check myself for a second. The way that Vi put Parker in her place like she was 2 years old. I said, okay, Vi, you better do that. But they go in there and they listening to the board. Of course, Nova came up there to speak on behalf of the farmers, on behalf of the parishioners who want to stay and keep this a historical site. She gets up there talking about, this is for the ancestors, this is for the massacre, the people that were massacred, it's for respect and all of this stuff. It got really emotional. You know how when Nova talks, Nova speaks in a very profound way. Every single time. She just has that oratorial thing about her. Like, I feel as though if we were back in Africa, in whatever tribe we were from, she comes from a long tribe of orators. I really do, like storytellers and all that stuff. And she just has that voice and that essence about her. So she gets up there, and then Parker gets up there for the opposition. When Billy saw Parker bring her ass up there, Billy was like, ain't this about a bitch? And then Parker was like, you know what? I too am doing this for my ancestors because my mama and all this. And you know what? My mama from here too. And what I want to do is to get those people that died and get them a proper burial. But I want to respect our ancestors as well. But we also need to bring people in and bring money into the parish because we need it. Baby, the way that she flipped that shit and she turned her white woman tears on, I said, oh my God. I said, Imani Parker Landry, you better fucking stop. You better stop. I was sitting here like, I know she not. I know. I will flip that wig off your head. You better suck that shit up and stop playing with these people. Girl, they voted against Nova. They voted for Parker and them. And I was just like, ain't this a bitch? Ain't this a bitch? Okay? And it was only one person that voted for a black lady. And then everybody else, including the black men, voted against. I said, oh my God. Black man, you ain't gonna vote for the black issues? He said, nope. I said, all right, I see you. Next thing you know, everybody was upset. Ralph was upset. Nova was upset. Girl, Parker almost got her ass beat by me. Okay? Because Parker turned around and looked at Billy and said, look at my face. Mind you, everybody is pissed. Parker's face. Did you call him? I said, girl. Did you call him with a smile? I said, oh my God. Parker, you playing dirty as hell, and I don't like it. And then when she walked up out there, she gonna say, bye, Billy. I said, bitch, you wanna fuck her? What are you doing? What are you doing? I ain't gonna lie, shit like that probably would have turned me on. It would have turned me on. I would have been pissed as shit, but then I would have been like, that's a power move right there. Kind of sexy. But at the same time, I would have want to fight her. Okay, I would want to fight her real bad. You know, I said, oh my God, the drama. They done took that lady out her farm. She been on that farm for over 35 years. And y'all done took her out her farm just because she want to stand up for herself. And now you got Parker playing devil's advocate up in this bitch. And she really just playing for the white man. And I just don't understand. Like, girl, these people would turn on your ass in a second no matter who your daddy is. Girl, Parker, you on the wrong side of right, baby. I just don't understand it. But that was Queen Sugar. Get that baby a lavender, put breathe right on her nose so that she can breathe a little bit. Cause mama shouldn't be breathing, snoring like that. That was kind of disturbing me. I said, is the baby okay? Anyway, that's Queen Sugar season 7, episode 2. You guys tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.